This live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today. Good morning, OFD. How you doing this morning? I think I have to lower my mic. Let's just see. Yeah, I'll bring down the volume a little bit. I got tired voice today. Couldn't sleep well. Yeah, I'm late. I didn't sleep well and I slept in. How does that make sense? It's because I didn't fall asleep till like 5 in the morning. What can you do? It is what it is. I think that all-night stream screwed up my schedule. Okay. Which means I'm going to trade extra careful again today. Been having good days. I can't complain. I'm happy. I've been following my plan, following my process, not focusing on price. And let's hope it continues. Wow. We sold off at night. I didn't expect to see that. You know, I never hold positions like overnight while I'm in bed trying to sleep, going to sleep. Last night, for the fun of it, I have no idea why, I said, you know what, I'm going to take a one lot long and just wake up and see what happens. Wow, thank God I didn't. I would have been down $600. I was going to do it on my topstep account. Never did it before. Could you imagine how pissed I would have been? The one time I do it, not only does the market move against it, but it was like a rainfall decline. A parabolic move down. Well, anyways, thank God it didn't happen, so. Oh, sorry, my sound check is still on. You guys probably still hear it. Well, you had some echo there. Okay, so I got to set up my strategies. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't even know if this works, but we'll track it. I coded something new. Opening drive trader will work. I know that. Has never had a problem. Crude will work. Never had a problem. We are holding bottom of channel for now. Let's see if we can bounce to VWAP. I'll take a look. Let me just load one more. Make this 6. Yeah, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart and see where we are. Can't really say we swept both sides of the Asian session, so that's bearish. And, well, you know all the lines, you know the dance. We're above previous day's high, we're above previous day's close, we're below VWAP. And I didn't place the midnight open in the proper place. Now it is in the proper place, and we're below midnight open. So, we either gap fill and have a lot of room to run up, or we go below previous day's low and we continue to trade lower. Just looking at the chart like this, I mean, I'm thinking we trade lower, but the markets are the markets and they do whatever they want to do. There's no guarantees in the market. But what I am seeing looks like low volatility. Let's check on the 1-minute chart. 9. 9's not so bad. I can't complain about 9. I still have questions. I watched one of Tori's videos on how to draw trend lines. Interesting. It was very close to what I was doing, I have to say. Very, very close. Except I'm not sure how she continues to draw them. Don't know really how to explain that. What I mean by that is once we broke this trend line, which is, let's say, a correct trend line that she may have had, she then she calls the upper trend line her protection line. So she would have had one here, she would have had one there, then she would have had one here. What I'm wondering is, no, there would have been no other way to do it, eh? I thought I was seeing something, sorry. I thought I was seeing something. Another way to potentially draw in the lines, but there really wasn't. Like really what I was wondering, because she just moves down from top to top to top to top and continues drawing them. So it's like she says, it's like a laser light show. So she would have had this one, then maybe these two. What I was wondering was if she would have connected these two and used that. That's what I was wondering. Hiking she had a, well, we broke that cycle of down Hiking bars, but we didn't really have any strong. Well, this was a strong one with no wick below, but after that, that's it, eh? I just got these wicks on both sides of the candle bodies. The daily volatility is falling, but nothing aggressive. 510 points, that's crazy. Gold 30.38, nice run up. Oil 66.89, holding under the 3 moving averages. Gold holding over the 3 moving averages, and Nasdaq under the 3. That's the 50, the 100, the 220, the 200, the 220. In gold, the 3 moving averages are fanned out. The 50's over the 100, the 100's over the 200. Crude, they're all in the same place pretty much. And Nasdaq, it's kind of a bit of a mishmash, but it's like we're going to have the 50 cross the 200, and then, well, if this continues, the 100, I guess, eventually will cross the 200. Two minutes to Wapner. It's kind of weird, but it looks like trading's going to be tough today. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling, but I'm getting that feeling. Oh, it's true, I didn't check my mic settings. Windows has been good lately. Hasn't been adjusting my mic. 81. Staying at 81. Opening in 14 seconds. My eyes are burning. It's like I have salty tears. Of course you have salty tears, Mike. Everyone has salty tears. I gotta make sure opening drive is enabled because that's the first system that's gonna trade. At 9:31, Reggie disabled because it's not gonna trade just yet. And I got my very restrictive rules. Let's see what the day brings us. 12 seconds. Okay, so it's going to go short. 8:14. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tightest stop, I would have to say. Let me put in the fib levels. It should be short on Sim 101. There we go. Let's see if I can ride a little bit with it. Are we going to take out the US session lows and go for another run lower? Well, we're at the 50%, so I added. I hope that pays off for me. I just forgot this account doesn't have a PDLL, or does have a PDLL. If it does have a PDLL, I can't do this. We'll find out the hard way. No, I gotta get out. Well, that was a shitty first attempt at the opening drive play. So opening drive is out for a big loss, eh? And it took my Apex account with it. Wow, that was a very strong move up, very strong move down, but anyways, it's over with. Now we can get rid of the opening drive play. So the opening drive play had 2 good days, 2 bad days this week. I bet it's still ahead though, quite a bit. I want to track the trades, see that it's on in sync, so I just changed the time a little bit. Let's check it out. Got a short after the news. Actually, after the news, it went long also. 51. Covered at 47, sold at 37, covered at 34. I guess not too much volatility. And then we lost 8 points. Okay, that's good to know. Looks like it's still in sync. What does this look like on the 5-minute chart? Where are we watching? Let's go to the split screen so we can see the two at the same time. I would say the ES and the meow meow, cats yeah meowing. Go to the split screen. Let's hope this is not a single. But it's at the US session high. Do we break higher? I got hurt before because it was at the US session lows. I tried. Too bad it didn't go. And I really got to make a note to focus on the top step trades. Did you bring the dog down? Maybe this is the one. Come on, let's break the US session highs. Okay, working through my my loss that I got there in the morning. Doing it methodically. That one didn't go for too much. It went for 14 points, but it was good. I'd be happy if I can cut through all of it, turn this account green, and I'll switch. Or maybe I'll accept the number. Reggie, no, Reggie's not going to trade. That's the automated trading strategy. We need two. Looks a little skewed, eh? We need two pullback bars. We only got one. There's only one black bar there. Okay, let's see if this one can run. God damn! Every time it's at the U.S. session highs. And we only break through by a few. Everyone loves to fade that. It's very rare that you just break through that. I'm going to get out. I don't want to be wasting my time. Keep entering at the U.S. session highs. Even if it goes, it's a reason for people to start selling. So it's a reason for there to be much less continuation than normal. It worked out for me for another $50. The big 1334 was the opening drive play, you know, which is amazing. I started it on one account, and the day I started it, it caught the worst loss possible. And what's the worst loss possible? It's when you enter and the market turns and goes immediately against you right away and closes you out on the opposite side. That's the worst case possible. And I caught that when I started it in the Bulenox account, and I said, you know what, it's working good. I'm going to do it on the PA. And same thing. Unbelievable. It's funny how the universe is dialed in that way. Okay, the range on the 1 minute candles is 26 points. That's quite high. Not crazy high. What's the volume? Wow, there's still 100,000 contracts traded on the March, 400 and something. So I don't need the March anymore. I don't need to track it. I can delete it. Don't need this one. Gold. Gold, I'm checking. April is 84,000. And crude is without a doubt changed to the May contract, 05. Is that what I have? Gold 04, right? Gold is 04. April. Crude is 05. Crude is 05. Okay, looks all hunky-dory. Gold 04. All my settings are correct. That was a losing trade that while I was distracted, I missed. How much more can you ask for? Love missing the losing trades when I'm distracted. Hate missing the winning ones. I'm going to chop this one quickly for a quick 60 loss. If it goes against me. Oh, look at that. So this can maybe get me 10 points, get me 60. Let's go. Let's go. I'm almost 7, almost 14. I wanted 60. I got 80. Ha! Ha! Way to go. Way to go. I love it. Just waiting for the setup. See, that's all you got to do. Just wait for the setups. Now I don't have one. I wait. I sit on my hands. It's good. I live in Quebec. It's cold weather. I'm keeping my hands warm. I do want to try trendline trading. I liked it. I liked it. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna make him thin. But I was watching some Tori videos. She connects too. Let me show you. So I'm gonna connect this swing with, let's say, that swing. Fortunately for her, she's using TradingView. And you can do what's called array, and it extends out. And then, so I started on this one. Then she starts on this one and repeats the process. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me change the line thickness. It's 4. That's going to get crazy. Because like she says, sometimes it looks like a laser light shows shit. In the meantime, I missed an entry. So then she goes down to the next one. Doesn't matter. It's already a good day. Really? Oh, I didn't save it as default. And then she'll do that. I'm just curious to see what it looks like. Bear with me on this. Bear with me on this. Again, I didn't save it as default. So I don't have to keep changing it. And now, so I did this one to this one. I did this one to this one. So now I got to do this one. F2. Yeah. I have the dots here. So that swing dot to this one to this one. Now I'm going to connect this one to this one. So, and she does look for a break but a close, but she also says, what if you don't have? I think I need more, so let's see, where would she get out? Because she doesn't have a trend line on this one. She says she would get out on the rising trend lines if it broke, but the rising trend lines are here. And I don't have one at this moment. That's interesting. The charts that she was showing always had one. This one doesn't have one. I'm going to post that as a question. What if you're catching a bottom? You don't have a rising trend line as a safety line. She calls them safety lines. But that's interesting. Maybe I could reduce my swing to 3. 3 is three bars on the left, 3 bars on the right. That's a little bit more of aggressive of a swing. And still conservative because Fractals uses 1, I think, maybe 2. So there, okay, so there we would have had a safety line. But now we're waiting. Really? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, the next one's going to form is going to be here. I can draw it in already. There you go. Because I know once that bar closes in 27 seconds, I can see there's 3 higher lows and 3 higher lows on both sides. However, she trades on the higher time frames. So let me ask you a question. What do you think? I was down 450 on this account because I traded aggressively the opening drive play. That was very, very discouraging because it's a $25,000 account. I brought it back, trading my topstep X system down to minus 28. I can continue trading it. And if I were to get down to minus 200, how would I feel? Oh, like total garbage. If I were to get it to plus 150, how would I feel? Pretty much the same as I feel now. I feel like that was a success. So I'm not touching that account anymore. Done. Minus 28. Move on to the next one. And I also noticed something about the trailing drawdown. I wonder if what I noticed is true, because if it is, it's a huge error. Hard to explain though. I'll have to maybe. I'm going to watch it. If it's the case, I'm going to have to make a video about it. Maybe I should just trade cautiously and focus more on really it didn't close. And I want to have my stops in there at close. Perfect. I want to have stops in at 15 points. So sell stop 1. In the meantime, you know what? I'm going to let this trade go because I did want to add to that. But let's say it's at 10, so that's 95. 95 stop. 94.75. It doesn't have to be to the penny. Hey, Reggie went long. I think you guys can see that in the... that's always encouraging. And now all I need is my top step X. They're all aligned. All my systems are aligned. They're all showing green. Again, it doesn't matter. But I'd love to see my top step X trigger in along. And I'll add. It's going to do it at 915. 19,915. If we can get there, on a bid. 10, 11, 10. It's trying. 13, 15. And now it's got to come down so I can get a fill. If not, it goes without me with a 1 lot. I already have 25. Okay, I can add. Now let's see if we can get up to 29. 29, the 30's right there. That's a break of the, that's 27. I'll take 1 off. You know what? I'll take them both off. To hell with it. 32. Like I said, doing 1 lots. Really, what the hell's going on? Oh, Sim. I forgot. I saw numbers ticking and flicking. I thought Reggie's still long. 22-point range. That's the profit target you see on the top and the stop loss on the bottom. Well, so far it's not the kind of day that I can brag about to my kids, but I feel like I won the championship game. I made a huge recovery. I'm mildly green on the other account. Reggie's long. I should take the Reggie trade, right? I love the Reggie system. Even if it loses, it's long at 09. Shit, I had a chance there, 10 bid. I had a chance, 10 bid, 11, 10. Let me get in 09, 09, 25. Okay. There we go. I don't even mind if Reggie loses. Reggie will just take me for 20 points. Shit, that opening drive, I'm curious. I want to go back. I want to see what it did. Reggie's probably a good ad for a second piece at the 50%. The problem is it doesn't get out when it touches the line. Oh, I got to check Crude also. It doesn't get out when it touches the line at the stop loss line. It waits for the candle to close. And sometimes you can get extensions. Anyways, for now, we didn't get the 50% line. Since I'm trading 1 lots, I'm going to let it go. 09 and the take profit is at 29. A touch, 29. And then a close. And I got 15. It brings me almost to plus 50. Remember, my target is plus 100. Oh shit, I'm getting signals everywhere. You know, on an airplane, boop, 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 boop. Well, I'm getting that. Like everything has gone long. Everything's just screaming by. Not long bias. All the trades are triggering in on everything. I've almost never seen that. There's the 29. Of course there's the 29. Everything is long. Okay. I hope someone caught that. Okay, so Reggie got out, as you guys can see. Oh, 9.25. It took out 14 points. Nothing spectacular. We are in a zone also that's difficult to trade if you guys don't notice. We are, well, above VWAP. There's no well there. We are above VWAP. Hey, Joker, good morning. I've had, my numbers don't show it, but it's been a spectacular morning. You know, when you're wondering, late? I always expect you to show up at 10:30, 11. It's not late. I did actually start streaming late. So you can see, look at the second chat there by OFT. You are late. I was scrambling. I'm behind on everything. My morning open was horrific. My opening drive play took me for a heck of a loop. I changed accounts. Instead of trading it on Bulenox, I'm trading it on my PA. And it was the worst trade. It was the trade where it enters you, it immediately reverses and goes for a full large stop. Anyways, I recovered the loss. I was down 500. Now I'm down 28 bucks. So I'm happy. That's a win for me. And I said, should I continue? And I said, no, I'm not continuing on that account. Because if I do, and it goes down 300, I'll feel like total crap. But if I get it to green 150, I won't feel any better than I feel now at the minus 28. So I'm leaving it there. Yeah, thanks. So that's a win for me, the minus 28. And now I changed accounts and I'm trading one lots using my systems, and they just all flashed by. I've never seen that before. Usually it's like one, and then later, a few minutes later, the other one gives a buy entry. But they all went long at the same time. That was nuts. Cool. Just missed a losing trade on one of them. Oh, 0804. I'll go in at 03. Get that piece out. And I don't want to have a big risk on this trade. And I'm on the close button. 08. 08 minus 14 is 94. My stop is around 94, and I'm long at 03. So it's about 6-9 points. Let's hope I can get 10 points on this one. We got to get to, let's say, 15 bid. 15 bid, that's 12 points. I'll take 15 bid. Which comes first, 15 bid or 94? I'd much rather see 15 bid. Let's go. Push it. I see there. Oh, close. There we go. We got the 10 bid. And now I have a 70% chance of 15 bid. I do. And we take it. Let's go. Give me, I'm at like 18 or 19, even more points. Come on. There we go. Guys, I feel like I have an unfair advantage over you guys knowing the probabilities when certain prices hit. Like to know when 10 hit that there's a 70% probability we go to 15 bid. That's like playing poker with someone who doesn't know the odds. And again, don't misinterpret it. 70% is not 100%. A lot of people think, oh, 70%, how come it lost? Because there's 30% that it loses. That's 3 red marbles in a bag of 7 black marbles. You're going to pick red marbles sometimes. I didn't say there were no red marbles in the bag. That's the problem that sometimes people misinterpret with high probabilities. They think a high probability, 90% is not a certain, 99% is not a certainty. It's a very likely, very, very likely, not a certainty. You know, you wouldn't bet your life on it because you can be the one who pulls out that white marble out of the 99 black ones. Nice move up. Luna trades. Okay, let's get reorganized. After all these strong moves that I participated in, I'm happy to say, maybe not to the extent that I would have wanted to. Hey, I got another one of the Tory trade lines. Let's put it in. Let's create my own laser light show. I have to watch more of her videos though, because I still don't see how she's getting safety lines. Most of my trades won't have safety lines. Especially given the fact that she's after any run. So we filled the gap. We're over VWAP. Filled the gap over VWAP. Oh, shit. Just got an entry for one. Let me see. I'm going to try and get a better price. Geez, it's right at the US session highs again. 85.50. The entry was at 85. I'm getting out. You know why? Give me a chance to get out for 12 bucks. I'll take it. No, it's just been a day of getting entries right at the highs all the time. The algo, we're on the split screen. The algo has a short bias, but obviously it's not going to take a short. I can tell you that. And it's going to reflip to a long bias. Yeah, this is a strong run. So every... Yeah, I'm going to let us move away from the... Let me just watch. I'm going to go into wait and watch mode. The next entry I'm going to take is going to be on the automated strategy, the algo trading chart. It's kind of like the one that's the picture-in-picture. And the 3 conditions required is first, the indicator has to paint the background blue, just for 1 bar, just to tell you that it's now thinking bullish bias. Once it does that, then we're looking for a retrace, at least a minimum 2 candle retrace, and then on the continuation bar it'll go long. Very simple system. And I named it Reggie. I'm giving my systems now human names instead of those fancy Algo XQC names. Do you guys know who XQC is? Anybody? I never heard of him. I have to think of what my profit targets need to be. Like, that's a 25K account is... I guess 100 is good on that. That's 100. If your target is 15, that's 15 days. That's good. So like 75, anywhere from 75 to 150 is a good target for the day. So shouldn't I take it? And then just move on to now my next account. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it. Okay, I got a 2-lot. I got a trade triggered in. I hope it's not a loser, but if it's a loser, this account's done for the day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it up to 20,005. Oh, now I'm at the 20,000 level. There's always something. Take me out of 1 and now I'm at the 20,000. Let it go. Let it go to 20,005. There's always a reason for something to hold me back. Well, as I said, if there's a reason, I shouldn't even be in the trade. I'm not even going to take a bit. You know what? There's a reason for me to get out of this trade. I don't care. I don't care that it's $6. I'm out. I'm tired of trading when there's always something that can help move the markets against me, against my trade. It's going, and now, oh my God, I was going to tell you what the 70% trade is, but it just went so fast. The 70% trade is that if it got up to 20,007, 14 was 70%, 21 was 50%. And after that, the percentages fall, so you don't need them. And it went so fast. See, that's the problem also. Sometimes it moves so fast. I got out. I didn't want to play around at the 20,000 level. I want a cleaner trade. Maybe initial balance retest. I would love to get up to the high of the previous day and fade that. That's a good trade. Yeah. Want a massage? I did. came in. Let me type it out. I'm making mistakes on my typing. Click that like button. There we go. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my next long setup. And I don't want to get... I don't know. I'm very defensive today. Yeah, Trade Evade, no. I don't use it. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, no, I typed it in the chat there. I'm not using Trade Evade. I mean, I sort of am. It's a Ninja through Trade Evade connection, but I'm trading with Ninja traders, so... Okay, so here I see now I may get a setup on my algo, which is interesting. And we backed off the US session highs a little bit, finally. Let's see what I get out of that. I don't know if you hear me, but I was going to say, I don't know if you hear me, but I looked in your channel description and in video description. I thought I wasn't sure. I thought I understood you said there was a link to your Discord or to a Discord in there. Hold on, I just got a long entry. I'll take it for one. Let's go for one more bar. Hold on, I'm in a trade. I'm protected on this one, mostly from loss. But I'm out. I'm out. Oh, I was saying, I thought I heard you say that, maybe I misunderstood, but I thought you said there was a link to your, yeah, there you go, okay. Because I was playing yesterday with my son's. Okay, yeah, send it by email. Because that's a pretty cool way to stay audio connected, where I could mute my mic when I have nothing to say to you directly, so you don't hear me chatting on my stream, if you get what I mean. And then I turn it on when I have something to say to you. Joker, I'm talking to Joker. What chip? What chip? You missed some fireworks. You missed some fireworks. I got raked over the coals with the opening drive play. And then, with discipline, I made it back to, well, I'm minus 28 on the account. Okay, so opening drive is long, and if I can get in at a better price, which I just did right now, I'll take it for a 2-lot on my 50K account, and the profit target will be about 23 points. Let's hope opening drive doesn't let me down. I'm going to reduce risk a little bit because I'm trading very cautiously today. I don't want to see my accounts in the red. You going to send it later in the day, Joker, or should I go check my Gmail now? It's futuresfloor@gmail.com, the address, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, come on. Be nice. Play fair. Oh, let me draw in the fibs. Great. That's a great way to delay. F8, entry. Maybe I'll add one at the 50. We'll see. It's not really playing it cautiously, but how you doing this morning, Wood Chip? Did you take any trades? See, the 50 line is a great entry for me because if it hits the 50 line and then goes to full take profit, that's a 3-to-1 trade. As you know, I've discussed. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. I came in late. There's the 50%. I'm down 17. Oof. Not crazy about that. I think I'll just let it go. I'm not going to add. And there we go. There's the stop out. 25 seconds left. Let's see if it can come back some. Hopefully that'll be a wick. There is a swing there, and that you can see on the large chart, the dots. Often when we break a swing, we come back up. Look at that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Like a small $14 loss. Remove how much did the system lose. It got out. I don't even know why it was. I must have clicked the button by accident there. Let me put it back up. Strategies. Reggie. It went short at 99. No, it didn't, but sold short at 96. 96. What's the cover at? I don't know. It got frazzled. You know what? Let the targets go away. One more minute. 23 more seconds. Okay. Did it not get out? Is this incorrect? Let me, okay, turn short. Go short. I don't know. I think I read it wrong. I have to review the game tape. I didn't see this. What didn't I see? Wow, I don't know. I have to review the stream to see. How is it long? Oh, that's my coding error. It was long with, I just went back. It was long with a bearish bias. I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that's the coding error. The one coding error I have to fix. I went back to look. See, it took a long before, and then it became bearish. Yeah, okay. I mean, I do know I have to fix that. Yeah, that's the one area where I have a problem. When signals occur on the bias switch, which doesn't happen too often, really, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard for it to happen because you need to have you need to have it switch to a bearish bias with bullish bars. So it's kind of hard for it to happen, but it does happen occasionally because the regression curve is a line that can continue up during a small decline. Okay, let's go back to drawing our fan lines. Our next fan lines would be from here to here. So far, no breaks. No, that's not true. This one broke. Do we have Ray? Maybe we have Ray. Maybe I don't even know it. Ray, we do have Ray. F3. Maybe I'm entering. See, I'm an idiot. There was no way. Let's see what Ray looks like. Let's see what Ray looks like. F3 instead of F2. From here. See, there you go. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing, guys, I am entering in the trend lines the way Tori Trade says she does. Because I like trend line trades, actually. You know, when they say try everything, find what fits with your personality. Well, that fits with my personality. Okay, well, it's going to go short, and is it a legitimate trade? I don't even know now. The count is off. Boom, boom. No, that was the short. I have a potential long, but again, we're pushing right up against the U.S. session highs. I'm going to let this one go. I'm going to let this one go, and I'm going to need... Oh, I'm on my hands now for quite a while. I need to see a reset. So if I expand it, do you guys see the whole chart, or am I covering it? No, I'm covering a piece of it, eh? Yeah, you don't get to see the expansion. I would have to move it over. No, what am I on? I'm on sleeping pills here. I can just change screens. I mean, what was the reason of working on all those screens? So she connects every swing point. So you should connect that one, and then once you have the second one, she'll connect the most recent ones. That's why she says her chart looks like a laser light show. Once you get a close below, you're getting a short. But then she talks about her safety line, but there are no safety lines here because you would need a downtrending. And I don't have any downtrending lines. See, we're in a strong uptrend. And any downtrending lines that she would have formed would have been down here. Or down here. So maybe she doesn't get in. I don't know. I haven't seen enough videos. I watched like 3 or 4 of them. My stop was going to be a close above the swing. So this was the most recent swing. If I would have entered here, we got a close above. That would have been my stop out. And then we're connecting this one to, yeah, that one makes sense. Okay, and that's how she looks for her trend changes. Interesting. Which is probably the exact same thing that... probably very similar to what my coding identifies. Anyways, let's get back to trading. Yeah, I would have had an entry over here at 20,030. Not sure. I think it was over here. Let me see the time. What time was it going to be? 10:20. Yeah, that would have been a... no, I think that's the one I took, actually. I still found it too close to the U.S. session high, so I let it go. Okay, moving up strong to midnight open. London session highs. Asian session highs. Let's take a look on the 15-minute chart and see what we got. Wow, what a rocket move up. Now you can see why I got hurt on the short on the opening drive play. I took that first momentum move down. Okay, I definitely have to make a note for the top step because I just missed a whole bunch of sweet top step trades. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I like them because I don't really check that chart too much, so I kind of forget about it, and then I just put in my stop, and then I look, and I'm like up 80 points. My hand is my notepad, if you've ever noticed. So now we have a few levels to look at. Midnight open, London highs, Asian highs, all within 83 to 90, well, within a 10-point range. I'm gonna, how do I get a box? I'm boxing that. If there's 3, I'm boxing them. Control F12. There's 3 levels right there that could be holding us down. So that's could be a decent fade trade, although I'm not a fade trader in this case. But then it's going to be the reach for the previous day's high. Remember what I said, if it comes from far away, and we definitely came from far away. Ah, that box. Properties. I want that box to go on all charts. I want to see it on all charts. I want to see it here too. Wow, even on the 1 minute. Look how small it is even on the 1 minute. Wow, I'd be so curious to see if we can just blow through that. That was a strong move, I have to say. 760, 300 points in 50 minutes. This is almost a given. For me, this is almost a given. This trade, this fade trade right here. But it's such a strong move. Who's got the balls to do it, eh? Not me. I'll let someone else be the hero. Let's do another Tory Trades fan. Our laser, and let's see. Let us see. It's a good way to call a top though. I mean, if you think we're going to rotate lower back to the IB low, which, I mean, I know the IB isn't formed yet, but it's a pretty interesting way to call the top. I'm cold. I need my sweater again. I turned the heat off because I was hot. Don't need the dots so big. I think we'll make them. What can we do with them? Let's try 1. And let's try cross. Who says it even has to be a dot? Yeah, that's a little more subtle. And it looks cooler also. Let's do the swing lows. 1. Just a hash line. Hash line is cool too, but I prefer the cross. We'll see what else we got. We have price box, dots. I had dots, cross, block, a bar. What's a bar? Yeah. Wow. Doesn't that make my charts look fancy? I wouldn't do it though. Okay, cross is the one. Nope, don't like it. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to probably get a close. I'm going to try her trade. I'm just trying to find my swing here. I'm going to change it to line or dash. I like dash. Dash is the one. Solid, cross, hash. It's hash. It's not dash. Solid, cross, hash, apply, go. Boom, boom, boom. That's pretty cool. That's a good way to mark out the swings. And in 11 seconds, we're going to close below. I'll take it for a one lot. And let's see. Where's my stop? Oh my goodness, my stop is far away. Nobody told me. My stop would be like over 20,000 and... Oh, I don't think this is for me. Let me take what little it would have given me. Because my entry was like at... Even if it was at 60, that's a 30-point trade. I'm not a 30-point trader. Well, I just got a long entry. Interesting. I want to see if it's going to lose now that we have the... Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we just got a long entry. Short term. One with no probabilities. And to be honest with you, I'd like to see it lose. I'd like to see it lose because I want to see these fan lines that Tori draws out work, because I like it. I like it. I just got to figure out how to be able to trade it with tighter stops. It's an interesting chart. I'm curious to see how it looks on the split screen. And my long entry, which was the early entry, got stopped out. Okay, I have to make it a little tighter if you guys want to see a little bit more of the fan action. Actually, I'm going to have to make a mark of where you guys see till. I'm using that box, just moving it to see. Okay, so a little bit. Let us say UC to the Q of the second tab. That's what you see. The rest is hidden, sort of. So that's good. That's a good expansion of the chart. You get to see a lot. Well, I mean, it gave 30 points. It gave a 1-to-1. But again, I haven't watched enough of her videos. I don't know if she goes for 1-for-1. I don't think she does. I think she goes for... Oh, she doesn't go for 1-for-1. She says she just rides it till the trend ends. Yeah, I have no idea how she would do that, because I don't have a downsloping line. And she had downsloping lines in all her videos in this case, which she called her safety line. Across above the safety line is where I get out. Did I sound like her? I wonder if woodchip went short. This looks like a place that woodchip would go short, but wow, look how we just... That, you can't even see that I created a little 10-point zone in there. A rectangular box. Because of the Asian session lows, the midnight open, and the lows, highs, and the London highs. But yeah, that acted like a brick wall. That was a pretty obvious fade. But not my fade. My fade is the previous day's high. But the problem, we just had a fade, and now we're not going to be coming from far away. as I say. I'm taking a break. My coffee's warm, but I'm going to go fill it up. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm back. Let me just get set up. I had an epiphany while I was gone. Let me share this with you. Get the camera back on. Get the screen thing. What was my epiphany? My epiphany was, I was saying, let me switch screens. I was saying, how is Tori trades? So she's making all these lines. I'm doing the lines the way she's doing. She climbs every swing. And you know what? Looks good for me, but I realized if I want to show you guys some concepts, the dash lines is not the best idea. So let's go back to 2 bar dots. I know I keep making changes. Be patient. Boom. So we had this cross based on the, I mean, it's not Gann fan lines, it's just connecting the swings. When 2 swings formed, she connects them. Then when another swing forms, she connects them from the 2 most recent. So this one to this one, that's this line here. And then when this swing and this swing form, she connected them. So then we have the break. But what she says is her stop is the safety line using downtrending trend lines. And I said, well, we don't have one here. So maybe she doesn't take a trade until she does have one. Which would be kind of like what you guys call change a character, break a structure. Right now I just have one. So maybe that's the case. And now what's the most recent one that I drew? I drew this one that's connected to the dots. So now the next one is this. So the next one is these 2. That fan line. So she connected this one to this one. Well, it's not exact, but it's good enough. And that's the one we had the break from. That I went short and decided not to stay with because the stop was large. There we go. So the break was, where did I see the break? I don't know. I drew it a little more conservatively. It's pretty large. Yeah, I didn't like it that way. I think, oops, cancel. I had it more like this. Anyways, I shorted it here. Let's say 50, 54. My stop would have been over 90. It would have been a 40-point stop. And she doesn't get out till the trend changes, so. And this needs to be array, you see. Now this is going to cause another break. And based on that theory, I mean, if we look at it, we had a, see? We had a line break over here, but we didn't have lower swing highs. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the filter. Until you get lower swing highs, you can't take a trade. I think that's what I'm going to work with for now. Okay, well, I know this range here, and it's kind of in the way, so I want to get rid of it. You know what? It'll be easier to get rid of on the chart that I drew it on, right here. Remove. We just wicked into the Asian session highs, which is at 93. And the IBI. Oh my goodness, my goodness. This is either the fade trade of the century, or we are just going to rock it. The funny thing is, I feel like we're going to rock it. Reggie is still short bias. Go figure, eh? Reggie is not believing this up move. I missed a couple of good trades, but that's okay. One PA is down, and that's going to stay down because that PA was far down. It was down 500. Good coffee. And I'm happy to have brought it back to where I did, and I don't want it to go back into the red. I don't know why I have this chart. I don't need this chart on anymore. Sometimes I put it up by accident. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye. So which was the last fan lines we connected? We connected that one. We connected this one. And now we got another higher swing. So we can connect it. That's interesting. That is interesting. Not sure if I should make those lines darker. And if you look, we've really never had a cross except for this little cross over here. What price level was that? 2056. Yeah, you see, I didn't want to have a 40-point stop, although did it go 40 points? Went 30 points. That's too big of a stop for me. Well, I think for now we can go to, oh, it's true. I'm going to go back anyways to the split screen so we can kind of watch, actually, nope. I think the first thing what I'm going to do is bring up the 5-minute charts. They kind of look the same between NQ and ES. Yeah, they look very identical, these charts right now at the moment. Very identical. Like twins. Okay, let's take a look at the take a look at the the split screen view. See if we can see if we can I'm going to call it a bias change for the algo, but it's not. It's still short. It's not trusting this long, but I'm going to call it a bias. And we did get a Tory entry trade over here at 20,088. But again, I don't see how she sets her stops. I have no indication at all of how she sets her stops. And what's going to happen is, I guess for me, I'd have to hang on for 3 minutes. Because in 41 seconds, when this candle closes, it's going to put in a swing high over here. Pretty sure. And then I could use that as my stop. So it would have been let's say 105 with an entry at 89. So that's more reasonable. That's a 15-point stop. You know, there's a lot of potential here. I mean, you can really make a system around this. You can get the trend line break and then the break of the swing and use that as your entry. You can wait for the swing high to form, get a 50% retrace, and then look for continuation. I like this. It really, 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 really resonates with how I trade. I'm having a difficult time entering trades today. And if you know me at all, that's a rarity because I usually have a difficult time staying away from trading. I get to put more lines. I never had lines on the chart. I'm a lineless trader except for the previous day's high, low, and close. I have boxes. How wonderful is that? I just laughed without a cough. Did you guys know I'm not coughing today? I just noticed. And I just noticed because Woodchip made a funny. And every time he cracks me up, yeah, I was thinking that too. Actually, I was thinking GAN lines. It looks like GAN lines. Or it was giving me the feel of GAN lines. I don't even know what GAN lines are. I never use them. I told you 5 bottles of vodka. You wouldn't believe me if I told you I had that last night. See, that's why I started late. So, algo, the algo is short now. I mean, short biased. Everything is short biased now, you see? So now I could say maybe now is time to start looking for short trades. Broke in the swing dots, broke in the Tory trades, Japanese fan lines. Solid day for me. Good job. Good job. I kind of only heard that first trade you took, I think in the beginning, whatever. But after that, I didn't hear. So let's get rid of these fan lines. Don't need them. Let's unfan the chart a little bit. There we go. Pass one account with round numbers short from 100. Yeah, that's the thing. For me, I was getting all trades at round numbers and U.S. session highs. We were kept just poking through the high a little bit and poking through the high a little bit and poking through the high a little bit. And I didn't want to keep taking those. I wanted to get more of a retrace, get an entry, so I had some runway. How's it going with the rise dilemma? Any good news there? Makes no sense. Really makes no sense. Come on, it's electronic banking. Don't tell me they can't track it. And the first way I would troubleshoot it, if you got a payment from them that did work, tell them to pull out that sheet, pull out the piece of paper of the one that worked, and pull out the piece of paper that they used of the one that didn't work, and compare it and see where their mistake is. Yeah, I was talking to you, OFT, about the rise money. That's what I'm saying. Let them pull out their paperwork and see if it differs from the ones that worked to the ones that didn't work. There's no excuse for not being able to find that money. I have a short. Did I get it? No, I didn't get filled. I'll take it for a one lot because it's 11 o'clock and I'm really not in the mood to trade. It's at 55. I'm short at 55.50. There is a 75% chance we go down to 48 and a 30% chance I get stopped out. Given that this is a 50K account and I only entered in for a one lot, I'll add. I don't mind doing that. If I stop out, I even saved money. We're so close to the stop out level. I saw the chat move, but I gotta watch here because we're so close to the stop out level. And oh, so close. But this is not horseshoes. Close is no good. Momentum can go back down. Sellers can come back in. I'm getting out of my extra piece because I don't like it anymore. But let's get down to 65. Let's get down to 55. Then I'll like it. I did compare those. No tracking data. No, the bank has to compare. No, not the bank. Rise has to compare their paperwork, what they did internally. Well, that one kind of worked out for me nicely. Even though, see, so close to the stop out. Like I'm telling you, I was like a half a point away from stop out, and yet it reverted. I did compare those. No trade. They said now that they can't pay to UK or Europe, but my account. Oh man, now they can't pay to UK. Oh, now they can't pay to UK and Europe after they didn't know there was some kind of regulation or something in the way there. That sounds like thievery to me. Hey, we can't pay to UK or Europe. Let's pretend we'll just send a whole bunch and then we'll send them to our bank and then we'll keep them. Look, that money is somewhere. Money doesn't evaporate. Even though it's electronic, banking, it is debits and credits, and it's a credit now in someone's account. What percentage? The percentage of probability that we're going to reach the next level. So I was so close to that being stopped out, but if we got the 55, I think it was 55. Yeah, if we got the 20 down to 20,055, then I had a 70% probability we were going down to 20,048. I was talking about those. I swear to God, you know what? Knowing those probabilities makes me so comfortable in the trade. Because I used to get wiggled out. Yeah, I know. I saw it too. Did you make another video about the second one? I mean, I'm optimistic that it's going to work out in the end for you well, but see another short entry. I'm not in the mood to trade. I'm not in the mood to trade. Making it this weekend, yeah. gathering information. I don't know. I think, yeah. Let's see. I feel for you, bud. I would be furious. We work so hard for this money. How about if I don't step away, but I just take my hand off the mouse? Can I just take my hand off the mouse? That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting on my hands. No, that's not complaining, OFT. Absolutely. That's not complaining. That's reporting. Yep. Makes it a problem for you. I get it completely. I would say, as insurance, find a prop firm that pays out with crypto. Bulenox uses PayPal. I'm not sure if Bulenox uses crypto, but I'm sure I'm only with Bulenox, MFFU, Topstep, and Apex, and I'm sure one of those four does crypto, because I feel like I've seen it. Yeah, I'm still waiting to be able to draw in one of Tory Trade's safety lines. I'll need a lower swing high, and I still don't have one. Yeah, no, not rise. I mean directly from the prop firm. In other words, you'd want to take money out of the prop firm, you would enter in your receiving wallet address, and the prop firm would send it right to your receiving wallet. It's not Topstep that does that. They don't use crypto. I'll ask my son. Dave, are you around? Do you know any prop firm that pays you directly in crypto and accepts payments in crypto? Offhand? No? You heard OFT, I hate crypto. Yeah, only futures trading. The guy from Finland had another problem with a second payout. Yeah. No, crypto's not easy. It's not easy to work with. It's not for your I use an expression, it's not for your grandmother. There's a big learning curve. They need to find a way to make it much easier for it to go mainstream. Wallet addresses, physical addresses, crypto exchanges, online wallets, offline wallets. Okay, I have a potential short now. Let's see if it goes, even though I'm just watching it. Potential was the wrong word to use. It is short at 20,020. I'm not taking it. I was advised to sit on my hands, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of off today. Maybe the loss in the beginning frazzled me. And I'm not in the mood to end poorly. And given that I rocketed down and then I clawed my way back out of the deep well, I think now that I'm breathing oxygen with my head above water, I want to keep it that way. Tomorrow's a new day to start fresh. And I gotta make my top step paper because I am missing trades on top step. It is sad. It is sad. I just don't think to take him. That's the amazing thing. There were a lot of good ones. Well, I had to buy a new mouse because my mouse was super sensitive. If you looked at it, it clicked. I bought it, but it's sitting on my couch. I didn't install it yet. The keyboard, are you making a joke? Did you smash your keyboard out of frustration? Is that what you're referring to? Or you just need a new keyboard? You're just telling me your shopping list. Well, that short trade didn't work out, so that's cool. I didn't get in on it. Any new viewers here? Call out your name. Shout out your name. Tell me where you're from. Let's see. This short I'll take. I'll take it for one if we get it. It could be a new swing low. Oh, there you are. 30, 29.50. I have a worse price. I hate worse prices. I hope I don't. Anyways, I'm not going to regret taking it. It's not going to do anything anything major, but I'm close to getting stopped out. Get my finger on the button. Yeah, see, all the trades I'm taking are close to getting stopped out. Let's go. Hopefully we go lower. Nope. Get me out. Come on, there we go. What can you do? Down 9. My keyboard and mouse, I think, are from the 80s. Yeah, and it probably has, the keyboard probably has the good clicking like the old keyboards from the past. Clickety, clickety. My daughter has one like that. I love them. Now all these rubber silent keyboards. Not a big fan of those. Still didn't get on the 1 minute chart. Do you see the whole chart? I don't even know. Yeah, you do see the whole chart. Still didn't get a lower swing high marked off on the charts. Still not yet. We need a bar with 3 lower highs to the left and 3 lower highs. Yeah, exactly. And 3 lower highs to the right. That's exactly right. It feels like you're doing something. Tuck, 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 tuck. I love it. You can still find them. There's keyboards that do that. There's a name for them. That's how my daughter found hers. She knew what the name was for keyboards that make sound like that. I'll try and remember and I'll get that for you. So if you're in the mood for it, you can look on Amazon. That's where she got hers. Wood chip, if you're in the room after when I log off, if you want to try and connect up again. I know we had it was after my full day stream there. Yeah, we weren't able to get coordinated. I went in the room, and I left, and then you went in the room. Okay, am I fully synced? Well, my old way, yeah. My old way, I would say the 1 minute chart is bullish, even though we broke a couple of swing lows. 80? I want 90. Actually, I'm going to load up on Bulenox when Bulenox goes to 91 again. I don't know, I'm a fan of Bulenox also. I always had a theory that Apex and Bulenox are the same company. They're secretly not letting us know that. Everything looks so similar. Ah, there's a long. Ah. Come on, let's go up. Ah, 75. 75, that was 71. Ah, Bulenox, Bulenox, okay. I think this will be my last trade. I'm pretty sure this will be my last trade. I'm even going to lighten up the load. What do I have? I have statistics for you guys. I have a 70% chance we go to 62. And then I have a 50% chance we go to 69. We didn't go to 62 yet. We went to 61. I'm going to go for the 50% chancer. 62, 69. I'm going to put in my sell limit at 69. Sell limit 1. Okay, by accident 68. Good enough. Maybe it's a sign. I'm trading these evals to stock and activate those with payouts after. I would be so happy if this can hit target. I'm not even going to allow it to lose. You know what? I'm sorry. I know I'm trading the balance and I'm not supposed to be, but I'm out. I don't want to end, I don't want that account going red. I'm sorry. I'm not putting on a scalping clinic right now, so I don't have to follow the rules. But even though we're trading at 49.50, there still is currently a 70% chance we hit 62 before we hit 41. Only 70%, boys and girls, not 100%. So let me invert that. There's a 30% chance we hit 41. Let's go with that. 70% chance we go to 62. Which one? 70%er is the better bet right now. You get in at 46. You have a 5-point stop for a 12 plus 16. It's a 3-to-1 if you get in at 46. There you go. 46, 42, 41. But unfortunately for you guys, you would think it stopped out, but the candle didn't confirm it. Now the candle confirmed it at 40. Time to eat. Okay, have a good supper, OFT. Enjoy. And I'm kind of glad I got out because Interesting. I think I can call this one in advance because it would have been a loser. I think I can call this swing high right here. And then that's the safety line. So can I theoretically go short? How about I go short on the break of the most recent action line? I think that's what she calls it. And maybe those are the trades that she takes when she has that kind of apex or something. I'm going in for one. Let's see. Let's see. This one I'm willing to take and ride out and watch. But theoretically, shouldn't I be doing it on demo if I'm practicing? I'm not even practicing, I'm inventing. I'm trying to see how I can make it work, when it should work. So I agree with the logic. There we go. Took me out. Yeah, no, I agree with the logic. That's funny. Yeah, the charts are really off. I should be doing this on Sim 102. If I'm inventing, if I'm building a system, I'll do it on Sim. So since I'm doing it on Sim, let's have a good time and take a 10 lot. Ta-da! Now I'm having fun. Okay. I know how I'm going to fish wood chip out. I'm going to put my bell on. And you know what the great thing is about trading on Sim? Somehow you never lose. The universe likes to treat you like a trading god when you trade on Sim. Every trade's a winner. Yeah. I don't know if you heard me before, Woodchip, but I was saying if you want to try and hook up into the audio room later, let me know. We can coordinate a time. Even now, if you want. I'm just playing. I'm done. I'm not touching my PAs anymore. I'm off balance, I guess is the best way to say it. Or I'm not in the mood to lose. Either way, any way you slice it and dice it, I'm staying away. So I guess I can get rid of, right? We don't need the laser show, as she calls it. This one should be array. So, oh, what the hell was that? Let me make that one array and see if it can be of any. See if it can be of any use. This one, no, because price is gone, so I don't need it. This one, no. This one we went through was the first one for it to go through, sort of. Although we did have a couple of losers. This one we don't need anymore. You see what the cool thing is about this, though, is you get like lots of extra confirmations. Again, I do kind of like it. And I'm still thinking I could use the swing dots as the exit. Once you get a lower swing high. Or you use the slope, but the problem is I noticed price likes to go back to those old swing highs, touch them, and come back down. Anyways, I'm gonna watch. I got a crappy day of work ahead of me. Not in the mood. Not going to be working on the YouTube channel. Not posting a video. Hey, my first cough of the day. Wanted to create an update on the opening range strategy, but opening drive. There we got a short at 20. Maybe I'll take it if I can get a fill on my PA, even though I said I won't. I don't even know which PA. It's clear. By the time I set up, it's probably long gone. Nope, still in the area. Can I get 22, 23? If I can get 22, 23, if I can get 2-3 points better, I'll take it. It's short at 20. There we go. I think I got 21.75. Let's see if we can get down to 2012 now. Price is really struggling to do anything right now, to be honest with you. But if we get stopped out, I'll hit the close button. I'm not even going to use the bid. Well, my cough's coming back. Look at that. So close, so close, so close. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. My son's complaining about the price action. What can you do? Sounds good, wood chip. So let's go back to my temp account, my sim account, and see how the Tory trades, or the futures floor version of what I think Tory trades is kind of doing with my modifications. Yeah, no, stopping out, using the swing as a stop is far. 60, dude, it would be like in the 70s. That's still 40 points. That's a lot. This is better, using this like safety line. I'm going to go for a short on the safety line if I get a chance. What just happened there? I don't know, something happened. Let's see if we break lower. We're right on it, so you can't ask for a better risk return setup than this, right? I mean, like, we're right on the lines, and if I get a trigger on my shorter term trades chart, I'll add. I can go up to a 4 lot on a 50K account. Looks like the sellers want to come back in, although we go lower and then we hesitate. But there we go. Let's see if I can add. Come on, give me one more. Go, 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 go. There we go. That's enough for my ad. One more. One more. One more. Come on, if you go one more. Go one more. Go, go. Market, 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 market. I think we see 960 pretty soon. Where is 960? The view up and previous day's close. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have 16-point range in the 1 minute candles, but where's the dump? Where's the momentum candle? There really hasn't been a lot of momentum candles today. There's been a couple of them. Let me just point out the chart here. You know, like we had one here, one here, one here, one here. None to the downside yet. And there will be one, most likely. Anything can happen, but there will be one. 4 minutes. To Wapner? Four minutes and we get a 30-pointer down. Well, we have another one of these. So now we have a double-walled, what did you call it? Safety line, I think. We have a double-walled safety line. Let's see if we can get a close above it. I think we can. See, that's why I think the swings are better. Not the slope of the swing, but she's having success with the swing slopes. Minute and a half. I'm gonna try for a one lot. Come on, let's get down to 41 minus 14, 27. Let's get down to 27 bid, because we can get to 27 bid. We have a 70% chance we get to 20 bid. Let's go, 27 bid. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you were there, you were there. Oh, we got it. Now we got a 70% chance to get to 20. It's only 70%. It's not 100. $23 bit. What? Connection lost? I can't cover? I don't know. I'm just clicking to close. I got these weird things. I got a connection lost. Manually close your position. I'm trying. There we go. I don't know. I got one of these phantom orders now. Wonderful. Guys, I got to put you on dark, because I got to figure out what just happened. My mic is still connected, but I have that phantom order. I got to do some fancy pants moves here. I got to close Ninja. I got to go into Tradeovate. A lot of entering passwords, so I don't want to do that. You know what? It's 11:30. I think I'm going to call it a day anyways. There's no point in making you guys stick around. I'm going to call it a day, and I'll come back tomorrow, because now I don't want that order in there. So thanks for showing up. Click the subscribe and the like button, even though it ended on a crappy note there with a computer fart. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.